and Sarah to show they were going to start a big family. Then, God said he had to fix the two naughty cities near where Lot lived. Abraham was worried for Lot. Lot listened to the angels and escaped with his daughters. But Lot's wife looked back and turned into a salt statue. Then, the most wonderful thing happened. Even though they were very old, Abraham and Sarah had a baby boy named Isaac. Isaac, which means laughter. They were so happy and amazed at God's miracle. Abraham knew then that God always keeps his promises, like giving him a big family and a beautiful land to live in. And that's the story of how Abraham and Sarah learned to trust in God's promises, no matter how impossible they seemed. The end.
Once upon a starry night, in a land filled with whispers of the past and promises for the future, Abraham, a man known for his kindness and faith, received a very tough test from God. God asked him to do something unimaginable, to offer his dearest son Isaac as a special gift back to God. This was to see if Abraham trusted God above all else, even more than he loved his precious son. Abraham's heart felt heavy, like a stone sinking in a deep, deep ocean. But deep inside, he knew he had to trust God, no matter how hard it seemed. So, with a brave yet heavy heart, he prepared for the journey. As the first light of dawn painted the sky in soft hues of pink and orange, Abraham, Isaac, and their two faithful servants set off on a journey filled with uncertainty. Abraham carried the fire and a knife, while Isaac, unaware of what was to come, carried the wood for the fire. As they neared the mountain that God had told them about, Abraham asked his servants to wait for them at the foot of the mountain. "Isaac and I will go up to worship, and then we'll come back to you," he said with a gentle smile. Climbing the mountain, Isaac, with a curious twinkle in his eye, asked, "Father, we have the wood and the fire, but where is the lamb for the offering?" Abraham, with a heart full of hope, replied, "My son, God will take care of it. He will provide the lamb for the offering." Reaching the top, Abraham built an altar, the most difficult one he ever had to make. He arranged the wood, and with a heart weighed down by a sea of emotions, he gently placed Isaac on the altar, ready to show God that he trusted him completely. But just as Abraham raised the knife, a voice as powerful as thunder, but as gentle as a whisper, stopped him. "Stop, Abraham." It was an angel sent by God. The angel said, "You've shown that you trust God above all by being willing to give up your only son." Then Abraham saw a ram caught in some nearby bushes. With a heart bursting with relief and gratitude, he untied Isaac, and together they offered the ram to God. It was a moment filled with so much joy and their bond stronger than ever. Their hearts filled with the knowledge that when you trust in God, He always provides, just in the right way and at the right time. And so, under the same stars that had witnessed their journey, Abraham and Isaac found comfort in knowing that no matter what, God's love and care would always guide them, just like it guides us all. The end. The Adventure of Abraham and Isaac, a new beginning. Once upon a time, after a big adventure on a mountain, Abraham and his son Isaac were on their way back home. Then, while the stars twinkled like tiny smiles above them, a kind angel came with a message that made their hearts dance. "Abraham," the angel said, "your family will be as numerous as the stars. And guess what? They're going to bring happiness to the whole wide world." It was like a secret promise about a hero who had come from their family tree, someone very special named Jesus. But when they got back home, they found themselves in a very quiet house. Sarah, the laughter and love of their home, had gone on a journey to the stars. Abraham and Isaac felt very sad, missing her warm hugs and bright smile. Abraham had an idea to bring some joy back into their home. He called his most trusted friend, a wise old servant, and gave him a very important mission. It's time for Isaac to find a companion, someone to share stories and dreams with, Abraham said. Please find a kind lady from our family for Isaac. The servant set off on his camels, hoping for a little help from the stars. As he reached a faraway land, he made a wish. Let the right lady be the one who offers water to my thirsty camels. It wasn't just any wish. It was a special kind of hope that only the kindest hearts could fulfill. Like a scene from a beautiful story, along came Rebecca with a smile as bright as the dawn. She saw the camels, tired and thirsty, and offered them cool, refreshing water. The servant's eyes sparkled with joy. This must be the one, he thought. She was kind, just like the wish. Rebecca, brave and full of adventure, said yes to a new journey. She traveled across the deserts and mountains to meet Isaac. When Isaac saw her, it was like spring had come to his heart, filling it with flowers and sunshine. Rebecca's kindness and laughter brought new stories and dreams to their home. Isaac and Rebecca, hand in hand, started a wonderful adventure together, full of love and promise. And so, the story of Abraham, Isaac, and now Rebecca reminds us all. After every big adventure, after every sad goodbye, there's always a new beginning, a chance for love and joy to grow again, just like the stars that twinkle in the night sky. The end. Jacob and Esau, a story of brothers and forgiveness. Once upon a time, in a land of ancient wonders, Isaac and Rebekah were blessed with not one, but two sons at the same time. These were no ordinary boys. They were twins named Jacob and Esau. Even before they were born, they were already showing their unique personalities, with Esau loving the thrill of the hunt, and Jacob preferring the quiet of home. Esau, the elder, was as rugged and wild as the forests he roamed, while Jacob, the younger, was thoughtful and clever, always with a plan up his sleeve. Their parents loved them dearly, but each had a favorite, which brewed a little competition between the brothers. One day, as Esau returned from his adventures, famished and weary, Jacob saw an opportunity. He offered Esau a simple meal in exchange for his birthright, the special status of the firstborn. Esau, thinking little of the future, agreed. This moment would change the course of their lives in ways they couldn't imagine. As the boys grew, so did their rivalry, especially when it came time for their father Isaac to bestow his special blessing. Rebekah, who adored Jacob, devised a plan to ensure her favorite son received this honor. With a bit of disguise and a daring heart, Jacob tricked his father and received the blessing meant for Esau. Realizing the deception, Esau was heartbroken and filled with anger. To protect Jacob from Esau's wrath, Rebekah sent him far away to her brother Laban's house, hoping that time would heal the rift between her sons. Jacob's journey was not easy. He worked tirelessly for Laban, enduring trickery and toil, all for the love of Rachel, Laban's daughter. Yet, through these trials, Jacob grew wiser and kinder, learning the value of honesty and hard work. Years passed, and God called Jacob to return home. But the thought of facing Esau filled Jacob with dread. What if Esau still harbored anger and sought revenge? Nevertheless, Jacob set out, hoping for forgiveness. As Jacob neared his homeland, he prepared for the worst. But to his surprise, Esau greeted him not with anger, but with open arms. The brothers embraced, their past grievances washed away by tears of joy. It was a moment of true reconciliation, proving that love can overcome the deepest divides. Together again, Jacob and Esau showed us that it's never too late to mend broken bonds, and that forgiveness